I really mean it. When I say I'm back, I mean the is back. You feel me? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Simone Nicole here. Back at it again with yet another video, and today's video is going to be a video to give you guys context as to where the F I've been for the past 5 months, probably at this point. The last time I sat down to film a video that in my memory is my silk press video, and so much has happened in between then and now, and I want to explain everything to you guys, including the reason why I had to move out of my apartment and the reason why I'm referencing Christmas in that video, because it was filmed that long ago. So thank you if you're here, because it means that you care to know where I've been. You probably have been rocking with me for a really long time, so I want to say thank you for that. And if you would like to hear all the answers to all those questions, where my channel is headed, why I was forced to move out of my apartment, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's start out with where I've been and why I was forced to move out of my last apartment, because as you guys can see, I am in a completely new apartment. I had to move out of that apartment because, as we all have been experiencing lately, I had extremely high rent hikes happen to me. When it was time to renew my lease, they let me know that they were going to be raising my rent $300 a month. And let me just go on a quick tangent. Do you know what's irritating me about just inflation in general? Why is it that we had to prove 3 times the rent in order to get these apartments, but then when it's time to renew, you don't give a shit about how much money I make? That makes no sense to me at all, because I, at the time, was not making enough money to justify you charging me an additional $300. I never did the math, but I'm pretty sure that was like a 20% increase on my rent. Mind you, I signed that lease in the same year that I was set to re-sign the lease. So it was just really disheartening to have that happen. And I think it was just the beginning of what's just going on in this country right now, which is extreme inflation. And it's so sad to see everybody basically talking about the same things, how the cost of living is ridiculous and they don't know how they're gonna be able to afford to live. I totally get that, and that is why I had to move out of my apartment. I loved my last apartment. It was beautiful. It was huge. I was super far outside of the city. Now I'm not far outside of the city at all. I'm actually in the heart of the city now, but I was forced out of my apartment, and that's why I was so emotional at the end of the move out vlog. I didn't make that clear. What was happening was beyond my control, and I was so scared about what was going to happen moving forward. I had to move back home, and that made me feel like a failure, even though there was nothing that I did. I paid all my bills on time. Everything that happened was completely out of my hands, but it still made me feel like, damn, I just made the leap to move out of the city where I was born to a city where I literally know no one, and now I have to move back. So that didn't make me feel good at all. So that's where all the emotion was coming from. And I ended up moving back to Cleveland for what I thought was gonna be 60 days, but it ended up being 120 days because I was waiting for this apartment complex to be built. And I'm so blessed that that happened, because to say that I landed on my feet is an understatement. I ended up finding a program that essentially subsidizes part of your rent in order for you to be able to live in brand new apartments. And you can grow with the program, so your income can grow with the program, which is also a blessing, because what I will get into next, my income has grown because I've taken on a new position at the company that I work for. So all of it was really such a blessing in disguise, and an exercise in patience and in faith in God, for sure. So yeah, that is why I was so emotional. That is why I had to leave my apartment and never really went into it. To talk about too where I've been and why it's been 4 or 5 months since I've posted, honestly, I didn't really know how to handle all of the different responsibilities that I have now. So I'm now a producer at the company that I work for. I was producing a show called Make Me Over. It was wonderful for the time that I had with it, but we did not get renewed for a second season. And that was also really hard for me and for my personal pride. But the season in my life that I feel like I'm in is that God is giving me all these little lessons to learn before I have to learn them on a big scale, because I'm asking for this life as an actor and as an entertainer where I have millions of eyes on me, and there's all these lessons that I feel like I'm learning while the stakes are low, so that when the stakes are high, I'm able to essentially roll with the punches. So having something that I poured into not get renewed for a second season, to me, is just practice for when I'm in the entertainment industry and I'm on screen talent, or even behind the scenes producing something, and something that I pour my heart into doesn't get renewed. It's a lesson in that it doesn't necessarily have to be anything that I did, and I have to value the work for what it is and not judge myself based on things that are out of my hands, you know? I am now moved on to another position in the company, actually helping YouTubers find editors for their content, which also brings up the fact that I'm gonna be consistent now because I don't edit my videos anymore. Hello, thank you to all of the wonderful editors that have worked with me. Shout out to my editor, Claire, who's editing what you are seeing right now. She has worked with myself and the Swipe Talk team, myself, Isabella, and that whole team on Swipe Talk for almost probably around a year now. So shouts out to Claire. And it's just so wonderful and freeing to know that I will not have to edit my effing content anymore. It's the best thing in the entire world. So I really mean it. When I say I'm back, I mean the is back, you feel me? So I really am gonna be a lot more consistent. With that also being said, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I am gonna start changing my content. And I know I've said that, but I mean it. I mean it. Like, I don't want to pigeonhole myself into being the natural hair girl. My hair also was straight for like the past 4 months while I was off of YouTube, and I felt like I had the freedom to do that because I wasn't constantly filming product reviews and trying new things and trying to come up with new challenges. And honestly, because my hair had been colored, it wasn't as healthy, and I didn't have the space to be trying 1,000 different products. So I was like, I just don't want to do it. I'm now thinking about what I want to pivot my content into, and it is 100% lifestyle because that's what makes me happy. You guys are about to see so many vlogs, but that's because I was just on the move for the past 4 months, and I've actually done a lot of traveling this year and will continue to do a lot of traveling this year. So I want to vlog it, not just because I know that it's entertaining for you guys, but also as like a time capsule of this time of my life, which has just been so wonderful. So much growth has happened in all of these months, and a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of hardship, a whole lot of is the best way to put it. So I'm gonna start pivoting into more routines, more advice videos, more vlogs, and just all things that are like self-care. I'm really big into self-care now, with my body, with my mind, with my soul. And also, do you know what I do? My boss pointed out to me, I get really small when I get on camera for my YouTube channel. So that big personality that you see over on Swipe Talk doesn't translate over here. And I feel like it's because I have to behave in a certain way because I've set this precedent for myself as to like how I should behave and what I should do. And I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I have so much personality, I have so much to talk about, and all I'm talking about is natural hair. I mean, granted, yes, there's always been a reason I've been passionate about that. I know what we as Black women go through with our hair, so I want to provide a space of teaching and education so that women can be proud of their hair and can take care of their hair, and all of the things that I've been preaching on my channel for years. I still believe that. I just have so much more to say, you guys. Like, I am an actor. Every time I watch a show, I wanna come on here and I wanna chit and I wanna chat about it. Every time I read a book, I wanna come on here and I wanna chit and I wanna chat about it. And I'm tired of pigeonholing myself into just being this one thing. So I am going to start branching out, and I hope that you guys stay with me and that we can grow this audience, because I've plateaued too, as far as views, as far as subscriber count. I've plateaued in all of it, and it's because I haven't been consistent, because I've had to edit my own and I didn't want to do that. But now I have an editor, and now I feel like I have some space to play. So we about to play. So you can be expecting a bunch of vlogs. I will have already uploaded a super old video trying sponsored stuff. Y'all will have seen that. And then you will have seen me moving out of Atlanta Now you're seeing this video in the present, and it'll be uploaded sooner than all of these backlogged videos. So hello, me present day. And then I went to LA and finally met my co-host Isabella. Then I went to Detroit for my cousin's bachelorette party. Then I moved back to Atlanta, vlogged that with my nephew. Then I went to Jamaica for my cousin's wedding, which is such a 360 moment because we actually saw her get engaged in my Vegas vlog. And that again is why I like to vlog these experiences, because they really do serve as time capsules. My cousin and her husband are going to have that to look back on for the rest of their lives, and I want to look back on this time when I am young and wild and free and cute and flirty and not 30 but thriving, you know? So lots of vlogs, lots of catch up, and once the Jamaica vlog is done, I believe that we'll be back to regular scheduled programming, and we're gonna push into the new content that I was talking about, and we're gonna be consistent, and it's gonna be so much fun. And I'm so excited to start this new chapter with you guys. Okay, that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Whoever is here, whoever is watching this, shout out to you. I will be consistent. You will be seeing so much more of me and just so much more of my personality. I will see you super duper soon in the next video. And as always, remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2022. Whoa, I'll see you guys super duper soon in the next video. Bye guys.